Puts Kentucky back on the field, and then Ray Davis, all day Ray. Man, oh man, is Davis doing it up. This is Tootin taking it to his left, got a seam. Facial Tootin on the move. Beep, touchdown!
Back shoulder throw, he's got it. It's Tez Johnson. Johnson. Colin Johnson, touchdown.
Is their defense. First down and then zone. Jeremiah Love, touchdown Notre Dame. It's Williams in motion, low snap. Melrose stopped. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are finally here all together. I am your host, Connor. Our main man, Ryan, Lucas, and of course, Josh, who was nearly had his head cut off by our logo in the corner there for a little bit there.
There we go.
We're all live. We're live. There you go. He's here. We're live from Oregon, from Eugene. We're going to be going to the Boise State, Oregon game tomorrow night. So, it's a great time to be able to meet up and see each other again for the second time. So, at least we're not all as tired as we were last time, having to drive 10 hours like last time.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
We blame this dude because he did not want to drive by himself. So he made the three of us drive 6 hours from Josh's place to Ryan. And then from Ryan's, it was 4 hours to South Bend.
I could have driven straight to South Bend in 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a hike.
So we hated Ryan that day, that weekend.
This trip is not the same as what it was when we went to that game. Otherwise, it might be a curse.
Yes. It will
Yeah,
be very much.
if it's a curse, then
It's gonna have to come to all of our teams.
we're gonna have to test it out next year when VT plays a like an FCS school to see
VT
about-
So VT hosts Vandy and Old Dominion next year. So
that ODU game, bro.
no. It's playing them on the road, which we play them on the road next week. So that'll be
All right.
terrifying. But anyway, this will just be a very quick show since we already kind of since we already had another show earlier this week talking about looking back at the previous week. This is just gonna be doing kind of pick'ems for the games that are going on, either have just played or will be played tomorrow. So I think the first one was BYU at SMU. Obviously, BYU won. I think. Did we all take SMU? We all took
SMU.
We all took SMU, and SMU. We watched the end of that game. They just shit the bed. There was a ridiculous sequence where SMU throws a pick, BYU throws a pick inside the Reds, or like inside their own 10, and then SMU then fumbles it on a ill-advised lateral, and then BYU drove down the field. So, I did off the upright. Sorry, we have the Duke Northwestern game going.
Damn.
Sorry.
Speaking of that, let's move.
We actually have the Duke Northwestern game up on there as well. Yes.
So
I'm calling both games.
We do have our picks already made. So for this Duke Northwestern game,
man, that Duke coach pumped after that.
we already know who we would have picked.
I think I took Northwestern. I know that.
I took Duke. I took
I
Northwestern.
took Northwestern. So let's go. So what are we gonna go? Josh, me, Ryan, Connor.
Yes. Yep. So that way.
Do that. That works. All right.
So we just kind of went over our Northwestern one. So
All right. So now we're picking Georgia Tech at Syracuse. I'm taking Georgia Tech.
I am also going to take Georgia Tech by a score of 35-24. I also have 21-7 in this Northwestern game, which can't happen at this point, unfortunately.
So that should be saying number 23, Georgia Tech, but yes. Yeah, but I'm taking Georgia Tech as well. They're the feel-good story of the ACC right now. So
Yeah, I'm taking Georgia Tech as well. I mean, Syracuse's defense left a lot to be desired. They gave up 200 yards rushing for a running back from Ohio. Jamal Haynes is going to cook that defense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you need the Yellow Jackets.
Which kind of gets Bobcats? Okay, our next one, UTSA at Texas State. I took the Roadrunners in this one. I just think they're a better team overall. They should take care of Texas State.
So I have Texas State in this one. Texas State's got a really good roster. They didn't really show it last week, but a lot of teams didn't really show it last week. So I got a score of 48-14 42 Texas State in barn burner.
Yeah, I got UTSA. I think it'll be a close game. Give me like 27-24 UTSA.
Yeah, I took Texas State in this one, mainly because they got coming in at quarterback Jordan McLeod, who was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year last year, transferring over from JMU. I think Texas State gets it done.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Cincy.
This one was a tough one.
I saw this as two bad teams.
Yeah, they are.
If it was possible, I think both of these teams could lose this game. But
The only losers are anyone who watches this game.
yeah,
That's the true losers.
It's a tough one. But my sister-in-law is going to the University of Cincinnati. She's going to be Bearcat. So I had to go with Cincinnati.
Wait, is she an incoming freshman?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
I said nice. I didn't say he was one who said nice. I just said.
We're on a podcast.
We are.
Pittsburgh actually looked pretty impressive last week. After the terrible news that Rodney Hammond Jr., one of my draft picks, is out for the season on suspension. But I'm going to take Pitt 34-28 in this one.
The Northwestern just got a pick, and the Northwestern player tosses it to the Duke head coach, right there on the sidelines. No, yeah. Was always that Diaz?
Yeah.
Is that coach?
Watch this. Oh man, are they going to shoot?
Watch this.
They might show.
Oh my God, he catches.
Sorry,
Wow, this is just such a bad throw.
Watch this. Watch. Here you go.
I didn't realize Manny was the head coach of Duke. Wow.
They're just going to show the catch. They're not going to show him tossing the ball to him.
Yeah, they did.
That was bad disrespect. I love it.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh. They looked really good though in their first game of the season, so this will be a good test for them. But I still think they're kind of like towards the bottom of the ACC.
Yeah, still bad.
Yeah, I just watched the video on Larry Fitzgerald, so I'm taking the fighting Larry Fitzgerald in this one.
All right. Next, we got the Michigan State Spartans at the Terps. This game, I feel like Michigan State's just in this limbo right now. But we'll see if they're much improved this season or not. In this game, I do have Maryland winning this game, but it'll be an exciting one.
Yeah, this is another game where it's kind of bad versus bad, but Maryland is far less bad. So I got Maryland actually winning big, 49-14. Michigan State's offense is it's atrocious, and big things to come for them, but not this year.
I saw someone say that if September Maryland was joined with second half VT, you'd have an undefeated team right there. September Maryland will continue. Give me Maryland. I think Maryland's a little bit better than what Lucas is not giving them credit for, but that's just me. But yeah, give me Maryland.
Homer.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, I was high on Michigan State. I didn't think they were going to be amazing this year, but I thought they could win 6 games. Seeing how Jonathan Smith and Aiden Childs looked in their season opener against FAU, they should have lost that game. So I'm taking Maryland in this one.
Okay. Cal at Auburn. This is going to be a rather interesting game, I think, to see. Auburn seemed to have finally figured out how to pass the ball properly last game. So they
Run it.
There's a rabbit on the field.
Oh man.
we're just getting everything.
Hot.
We're just all over the place. We have the game playing. We're just all over the place. Okay.
Okay, so
Josh, who you got?
I got.
Scott his hat is just snapped. That's too good.
Oh man, he's not gonna catch him.
No.
Okay, so I have the Barn getting the win here. I think them hosting it, and I just think there's an energy for that program.
Oh my God, he fumbled the ball.
There's an energy.
Dude, this is early college football, man. This is crazy.
This
College
is-
football is best. Hey,
God.
if you haven't been watching the games tonight, then you're missing out.
The sloppiness is unbelievable. It's almost as bad as the game me and Lucas played against on each other in college 25 earlier.
Anyways, I got Auburn.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really good game. These guys, both these teams are kind of on the same level. I'm taking Auburn 31-27, mostly because of the home field advantage.
Yeah, give me Auburn.
Yeah, so I have a rooting interest in this one because Deuce Knight, our 5-star quarterback in the 2025 class, is visiting Auburn for the second straight weekend. He's on flip watch. Cal looks like they may be without Jade Knott, who might be the best, or at least is top 3 running back in the country. He's probable. I'm still taking the Golden Bears because I don't trust Auburn at all.
Are you also just doing that because you hope they lose so that way Tuesday night doesn't go to them? Okay, this is the game I think a lot of people are really interested in to see. Colorado and Nebraska. Which of these teams is truly a pretender? Two teams that were very disappointing last year. It'll be interesting to see how this game goes. Josh.
Okay, this is a battle between we used to be good and now we just pretend we're good now, and we were never good but we just pretend we're good now.
No, this would have been a crazy game back in the mid-90s. This would have been like an all-time great game, probably.
Yeah, I mean both of these teams. I mean Colorado was.
I did forget about that.
Yeah,
my bad.
No, you're fine.
I was like 2. Anyways, I've got the Cornhuskers here, getting this win. I get the Cornhuskers here getting this win. I think Colorado's all flash. I don't think they're going to be able to get it done on them both.
I think Nebraska's defense is very good, but they're going to score a lot of points on Colorado's defense. So Colorado might score some points. I'm taking Nebraska big, 52-31.
Yeah, Colorado is just a team with 3 guys and a bunch of no-name guys after that in Shedeur, Travis Hunter, and Jimmy Horn. And I couldn't name any other player on their team other than maybe Shiloh.
Jordan Seaton.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. So
No disrespect.
no disrespect. Meanwhile, we got mini Patrick Mahomes, the Dylan Riola trying to emulate Mahomes in Nebraska. It's two cringe teams facing off. I like Nebraska just because they're at home, but I think Colorado, especially what I saw with Travis Hunter and Shedeur, I think they are explosive enough they could win this game. I'll take the Cornhuskers for now.
Yeah, I think this is the same Colorado team we saw last year. I don't think much has changed, much has improved. Maybe they've gotten slightly better on the D-line. Their offensive line got Shedeur killed every single time he dropped back the pass.
The most sacked quarterback.
North Dakota State. Now, mind you, no disrespect to the Bison, but North Dakota State and Nebraska, defensive-wise, are on 2 different levels. Shedeur's going to get absolutely mollywopped in this game. He's still going to do Shedeur things, probably get a few touchdowns, a couple 100 yards. But Nebraska's defense and I think Dylan Raiola is the first time they've had a legit quarterback in a while. I'm taking the Cornhuskers.
Ooh, Texas Tech at Washington State. Texas Tech escaped Abilene Christian. I think it was 52-51. And then Abilene Christian nearly got in a car crash. One of the buses got hit by a drunk driver on the way out of Texas Tech. So that's an eventful day for them. But meanwhile, Washington State, I think, won like way big, like 70-plus points, I think they scored. So it'll be 2 high-scoring offenses coming in. Very little defense probably is going to be played. What do you guys got?
I'm going to take Washington State in this one. I just think that if Texas Tech just doesn't want to play defense, that is not the team you want to play. We might see 70 plus again
By Washington State?
From Washington State. Yeah.
I could see maybe 100 points scored total at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Washington State in this one. I don't think it's gonna be as crazy at points wise as you guys say. I have 33-21. Yeah, I just think Washington State's offense is going to be a little bit too good, and Texas Tech is definitely not the team they were a season ago.
Yeah, give me Washington State. Sadly, this is the one place where Patrick Mahomes will lose more games than he will win at Texas Tech. Give me Washington State.
Yeah, I'm taking Wazoo. I was originally gonna take Texas Tech. I didn't realize that they almost lost to Arbor and Creation when I originally put my picks in. So I'm taking Wazoo. The Pac-2 is fighting strong and it's standing strong. Appreciate it. But
Okay, Oregon State at San Diego State. How close is Oregon State to us right now? Like if we were to go to Corn Valley, because I feel like we drove past it. Corvallis.
Corvallis. No, you did drive past it. It's off I-5, so it's like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. We're that close. Oregon State.
Wow.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we get the Beavers at the Aztecs.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter because the Beavers are going to lose. Give me San Diego State.
I'm actually going to take Oregon State in this one, 35-31. They gave up a lot of points to Idaho State, which isn't great, but their running backs are very, very good. San Diego State's gotta stiffen up a little bit if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, give me Oregon State.
yeah, I'm taking San Diego State. The fighting matter rises. Shout out to that guy, by the way, for his NFL career being back on track.
Fighting Marshall Falks.
The El Assico, Iowa State at number 25, Iowa. Will Iowa score 40 points again somehow on offense? Is the main. Will they even score 20?
The over-under in points is 35.5.
Wow.
It's high.
That is high. I mean, yeah. So
Iowa comes in at a 2-point favorite.
What is it? Death, Texas, and Iowa hitting the under?
pretty much. Well, they hit the over last game,
I know.
which was impossible.
Okay, but I'm taking the Hawkeyes in this one. Give me Iowa to start the season right, 2-0.
Yeah, I think Iowa State's actually one of the best teams in the Big 12. Has a really good chance of winning the Big 12. But Iowa's defense is just so talented. It is every year. I'm taking Iowa 24-3.
Yeah, give me Iowa to win El Assico.
Yeah, I'm taking the Hawkeyes over the Cyclones as well.
Okay, we got K-State, number 18, K-State at Tulane. We don't have a record for them. For Tulane, do we? What's Tulane? Are they undefeated?
No.
They want to know as well? Okay, I mean, I don't know if that matters. So.
As I love me some Green Wave. I just think Kansas State's going to win this one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a decently close game until maybe the end. I got Kansas State winning 28-13.
Yeah, give me K-State.
Yeah, I was originally thinking about taking Tulane. They got your boy Ty Thompson over there under center. He looked really good in his first start. But I think Kansas State is just it's not the same old Tulane that we've seen over the last couple of years. So I'm taking K-State.
Okay. We got number 15, Tennessee, at number 24, NC State. What did you say? What did you say, Josh? You said, what did you say this game was going to be?
I can't say that on the podcast. But what I can say is that Tennessee might squeeze 30 points again. I don't think NC State is a top 25 team. They certainly didn't show it last week. Just managing to pull away, just barely at the end. So go on and give me Tennessee to win big.
Yeah, I think Tennessee wins big. I think this is more of the Tennessee that Ryan and I thought they were going to be last year. This year,
we go 13-0.
I don't think Tennessee's 13-0 this year, but they're definitely a much better team than they were the year before, mainly at the quarterback position. I'm taking Tennessee big, 45-24.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching part of that NC State game because I live in North Carolina, so I was able to get that game. NC State did not look that impressive, really, for most of that game. It was way too close. I think Tennessee is gonna beat them by 21 plus. So give me Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the outlier here. I'm taking NC State. I think that their defense is a lot better than what they showed against Western Carolina. I think they didn't have a lot of favors done by their offense. Grayson McCall turning the ball over specifically, but they were able to turn it on late and end up winning by 17. So I'm taking the Wolfpack in this one in an upset.
Okay. I will go last for this. I was so depressed when I started when I was putting the scores in for this. I was like, is VT going to be the only 0-1 team in this entire thing? And then when we finally got to like our last game of the week, I think is the only, I think Wake or Kennesaw State was the only other team that was 0-1. So that was depressing. But Josh,
All right. Well, it was,
you were the only one to take.
It was anchor down last week. But I do think Virginia Tech can take care of Marshall. Give me the Hokies to bounce back this week and balance out that record.
Yeah, I got Virginia Tech. Their defense looked atrocious last week. So I still have Marshall scoring 21, but I got 31 for VT winning this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Hokies in this one. I know you feel bad, but it's good teams lose to Diego Pavi all the time. Just ask Auburn. So yeah, I'm taking VT in this one to get back on track.
Yeah, all I can hope is that they do bounce back. They lost to Marshall last year. Marshall ended up not being a very good team last year. Hopefully they can bounce back. Go Hokies.
All right, Josh's team.
I'll go last.
All right, so we've been talking about this a little bit. The spread is 10 points. A lot of people are saying that Kentucky isn't going to cover that, but I have them covering it by a lot. 35-10 is my final score for Kentucky.
Yeah, I think South Carolina almost lost to Old Dominion at home. And so that was way too close for comfort for them. I just think Shaden Beamer is going to be coaching for his job this season, unfortunately, for the Gamecocks. One run.
Oh, Fox Sports.
Fox.
Never change.
I love it.
By the way, really quick, shout out to my boy H-Town, Irish, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, give me Kentucky by at least 2, maybe 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm taking the Wildcats in this one. The fact that South Carolina was in a fourth quarter slugfest with Old Dominion says it all, especially that game being at home. So I'm taking the Wildcats. Give me Kentucky.
So it is at the Krog. Man, I tell you what, as a Kentucky fan, South Carolina is a team. I mean, we've beaten them 7 of the last 10 times we played them. We shouldn't have lost to them last year. I want that game back. And I'm just, I'm tired of South Carolina fans. This is going to get just a tiny bit personal. Tired of South Carolina fans thinking that they're just some great program because Steve Spurrier had a couple good years. You're not. Newsflash, you're not going to make a bowl game this year, and you're not winning this game. Okay? And it's not, Kentucky's not going to win by field goal. It's not going to be 10 points. That's free money, by the way. It's not going to be 17 points. It's not going to be 20 points. Kentucky's going to beat you by 30. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry about it. That's it. All right. The Cats. Cats by 90. Let's go.
We are live, well, not in Eugene technically, but we are really close to Eugene. Game we will be at tomorrow night. Boise State goes on the road to take on the number 7 ranked Oregon Ducks. Lucas will go last. Josh, who are you taking?
Man, Boise State almost put up 60 last week.
And Oregon struggled with the Idaho potato farmers.
They did. They struggled. But you know what? I know one thing. All right. If the Ducks can beat the potato farmers, well, they could probably beat Boise State too. You know what? I think the Ducks will own the state of Idaho. So go on and give me How do you say it? Skoducks? Skoducks.
If they do somehow lose, we will know that we are officially cursed because we hope to be able to continue doing this, going to a game each year at one of our teams going forward. And hopefully LeGarrette Blunt doesn't show up and punch out another Boise State player.
Might need him.
You might need him to punch some of your players to wake the fuck up. So, but give me Oregon. I think Boise's going to be a nice little challenge. Obviously, you have what's his name, Giante, the running back for Boise. He was really good for them last week for Boise State. I think that'll be a nice little challenge. I think it'll be close for maybe the first quarter, first half. But I think Oregon will pull away. And
Is that Mike Wright?
no,
It is. It's Mike Ray.
that's not the.
No, it is.
Which
That's
Mike?
the same
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, I don't know why. I was thinking of a different guy. Okay, but yeah, give me Oregon.
Yeah, so fun fact for everybody watching. Oregon is 0-3 against Boise State all time. But I believe the fourth time is the charm, and I'm going to trust in the luck of the Ducks. Skoducks in this one.
All right. So we are 0-3 against Boise State. But I correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Coach Peterson isn't on that sideline.
No.
Okay.
Was
And they don't have,
he all three of their wins when he
and
was there?
they also don't have Kellen Moore anymore.
No,
He's in the NFL. He's coaching the NFL.
he's the Eagles' offensive coordinator.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So Oregon's going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be as much of a challenge as people are saying it could be. We looked atrocious last week, even though we had 500 total offensive yards and no turnovers. Our defense is very, very good, and we're going to end up winning this game. I got 45-17. I would like to see more points, but with how the game goes, I could see a score in 45. I'm not worried about Boise State at all.
All right. Next up, we got my team hosting NIU for the home opener. I go last. Josh, go ahead.
Man, you gotta worry about those directional Illinois schools.
Okay.
But they could be. I hear people say this year's NIU is like
Last year's Marshall.
So,
Thanks, Scott.
I can't pick the Huskies in this one. So go on and give me the Irish. I know they're gonna win this one handily. It'll be easy for them.
Yeah, I also have Notre Dame winning big. I got 42-7.
Yeah, give me the Fighting Irish.
Yeah. We're gonna hunt the Fuskies in our own Fighting Irish way this week. So give me Notre Dame in this one. The Week 0 podcast team of the year is finally back. Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns go on the road to new FBS team, Kennesaw State. Do the Owls get their first win of the season?
No.
Just no. I think we're all taking Louisiana. What is even the line on this game?
I don't know if there is a line on this game. I will say, a wise man once said, "Oh, and wait." So give me the Cajuns.
I'm taking Kennesaw State.
Hell yeah!
Kennesaw State actually looked pretty good against UTSA last week. Surprisingly, I think it was like a 16-28 game,
Yeah.
which was very surprising. I'm gonna take Kennesaw State 17-16. I think they pull it out.
Yeah, they lost to UTSA.
And
Yeah, they play them tough. So that was kind of surprising. But yeah, give me Louisiana.
I'm gonna join my boy Luke with this one. I'm taking the Owls. I think they get it done. They upset the Raging Cajuns.
Okay.
Week 0 podcast game of the week.
So
Number 4 Texas. The Longhorns head to number 9 Michigan or number 10 Michigan in Ann Arbor.
Sadly, our main man Phil could not join us.
He had a
Well, I'm pretty
family
sure
emergency.
you know that.
Well, we don't hear who he would take. He had a family emergency, so he was not able to come out here with us. We won't go into any further details, but we just hope everything's good for him. So, obviously, we all know he would go Michigan by probably a billion
I'd
points.
say a touchdown. I'd say conservatively a touchdown.
He would say they would buy a touchdown. Okay,
I'm not going to say that.
that's not what you're actually saying.
Texas, I think Texas is a very solid team offensively and defensively. They're a top 5 team for a reason. I think Quinn Ewers gonna get the ball moving up there and quite possibly beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas. Fun fact: Michigan hasn't given up 400 yards in the last like 3 seasons or something like that. It's been a lot of games since the last time they've given up 400 yards. They're gonna do it this week. Texas' offense is just too good. And Michigan looked very sluggish last week, same as like Oregon. But I got Texas 35-24.
Yeah, I think Texas. Would you say 35-24? I think the questions about Michigan's offense, they're just too plentiful at this point. And I just think Michigan lost too many pieces to be able to, stay at the levels to what they really were last year. And I think Texas will win bigger than they won against Alabama last year. And that was like a 10-point win or something. I think it's gonna be like a 4. I think it's gonna be 2 touchdowns. I think they're gonna assert their dominance, and Michigan's offense is just not gonna be able to get it going. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this game plays out kind of like it's kind of like the Georgia Clemson game a little bit, where it might be a little sluggish. Although I think Texas goes into halftime with more than 6 points, because I think Michigan defense is really good. It's still a top 10 unit. But they're gonna against this Texas offense, and especially with the improvement that we saw with Texas's defense against Colorado State. You can say, "Oh, it's Colorado State." Colorado State had one of the best receivers in the country in Torrey Horton. They shut him out. I knew they were going to blow them out, but I didn't think they were going to shut them out. Clearly shut them out. I think Texas defense is going to be the X factor in this game, and for that reason, I'm going Longhorns. You will not see horns down in Ann Arbor. You will see horns up. So $1 ticket game, boys.
Yep. If for those who have not seen a $1 ticket game, this is the worst game of the week. That is usually between Power 5 teams. Group of 5 sometimes, but this came about because of when UConn played at Vandy a couple years ago, and you could get a ticket to that game for a single $1. So
this week this is literally the worst game. Like this, which is kind of crazy for week 2. You'd think there'd be worse game. This is the worst game I could possibly find. So,
and it's only because these are probably are actually like the 2 worst teams in the ACC. It probably will likely be.
Fun fact: in Kentucky, it costs $6 to go to a high school football game. So, do yeah, KHSAA is $6 for a high school football game. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Give me the Cavaliers. Honestly, you flip a coin on this one. Somebody's got to lose this game.
Yeah. Virginia actually looked really good against an FCS opponent last week.
So did Wake Forest.
Can't say that. Can't say that for everyone, but I'm taking Virginia 38-28.
Yeah. I will never vote or root or pick UVA. And so give me Wake.
Yeah, I'm taking Wake in this one. They both played FCS teams. Virginia played the better one. They played the Richmond Spiders, beat them by 15. But Wake Forest completely demolished North Carolina A&T. I think it was like 49-3 or 47-3 or something like that. So I'm taking the Demon Deacons in this one, the former Fighting Sam Hartmans.
Sure.
Okay, that should be it. Nice little, 32 minutes. So little stream.
To our week 3 show.
What, Sunday? I won't be able to be there. I'm not.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not getting
We'll
into.
figure it out.
Yeah. I'm not getting to Myrtle until like midnight.
You know what? Follow us on X. We will let you all know.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out whether when we can do it when we can do a show to react to this week's games and do our picks for next week's. We're trying to figure that out.
Now, me personally, I'm really excited to finally get to experience college football on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't know how good you have it.
Yeah,
Or maybe you do.
because he
Dude,
got
I get to wake up early. You got game day at 6 a.m. and then games at 9 a.m. Games all the way until sometimes we get games until midnight. We get that Pac-12 after dark game that goes until like midnight. I mean,
Pac-2 came after
Pac-2.
college football all day on Saturday. You guys are gonna love it. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. There's gonna be a ton of games we're gonna watch. And so we're just gonna be sitting here for most of the day tomorrow, just watching the games before we head out to the Boise State game. But for Ryan, for Lucas, for Josh, I'm Connor. This has been the Weeks Podcast. We will see you.